Namaste and welcome to day 6 of our Yoga Somatic Movement class with me, Aura. Let's begin this session with the opening mantra. This week we are going to be chanting the Shanti mantra. So join your hands in front of your heart and with great gratitude to the universe, you can chant along. If you know the words, if you don't, just close your eyes and feel its sublime vibrations. So let's begin. ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. May all be happy. May all be free from infirmities. May all see good. May none partake in suffering. May there be peace, peace, peace. And today we will seek nourishment from the book Step by Step Ascended Master Discourses by Peter Mount Shasta. This is chapter 13. You are the I Am Presence by various masters. Beloved ones, you are the supreme presence of life. I am. It is supreme. You are the individualized flame of God, and in acknowledging your source, you bring forth peace and harmony on this planet. Its unceasing stream of energy pours into your body, into your heart, sending the blood coursing through your veins, making life possible. It is impossible to feel lack when you realize that this life surging through you is God in action. You are at one with that Creator. It is the same energy you use when you breathe or raise your hand. Thus, it is impossible for you to lack confidence, strength, or energy. You have the full power of light surging through you now and always. God is real. God is in your heart and life and fills your reality each moment. That God will take you ever onward and upward if you allow it. This great presence of life, the I Am that is God individualized as you, is the same consciousness that governs every other individualized God focus on this planet and throughout infinity. There is only one God. There is only one light. That one is I Am. Acknowledge yourself to be at one with this great consciousness, and you will quickly clear away all that has held you back. It makes no difference how much you study, no difference what you know, unless you experience yourself as one with the eternal quenchless flame of life, the I Am Presence. From the moment you experience that oneness, you can never turn aside. For now you know you are that. This truth is the light of the world. At every moment you are in contact with that great God force beating your heart. Turn to that presence for guidance and all else you need. Love the great presence of God within as the source of life, your own divinity. Recognize your responsibility as that divine being to act and bring perfection into the world. Hold in your mind all you contact in the image of perfection, and that perfection will flow forth to them. Call your presence into action to sweep and surge through you, bringing peace and perfection. Accept this great reality this instant, for it is real. Acknowledge it, express it, so that people will join hands with you and go forward into the perfection of the age to come. The great presence which beats your heart is the all-enfolding, limitless presence of God, Feel that mighty coursing energy of light flowing through your heart. Accept the consciousness of your I Am presence emblazoned in your mind. Then apply these laws and become master. The living God, the full power of life and action, will then surge through you at any time, giving you the protection, assistance, or direction you require without your even asking. Learn to accept the reality of the often invisible activity of God so that you may receive benefit from those unseen forces which are the most powerful in the universe. Down through the ages, this instruction has been given to mankind, perhaps to only a few gathered here or there, or to an individual in a far corner of the earth. Slowly, painfully, over many, many years, these individuals were trained, illumined, and raised. And today, these individuals are the way showers for the race. When you hear the words of the presence speaking in your heart, this is your call. You may answer it by calling back to your presence and listening to its instruction. Only thus can you make progress and rise above the binding chains of uncertainty and limitation. Only thus can you don the eternal robe of light, forever put aside the illusion called death, and walk through those eternal halls of light as gods. To those of you who choose to follow those who have gone ahead, I say look neither to the left nor to the right, but only forward and upward to the light. Sing the song of love, which lasts eternally and fills all space with its beauty. Be unafraid and go onward, praising the eternal presence. Then say, Beloved, I am presence. What more can I do? Becoming one with the I Am presence is the goal of every individual, and as you turn your attention to that presence within and above, you return to your source of life. You enter into the activity that will take you forward to your great victory in the ascension. Never cease thinking of your I Am presence or calling for it to bless others. Never cease giving gratitude that at last this truth of your being, hidden for long ages, has at last been revealed to you. Accept the presence in everything you do. Before you start any activity, observe the presence of your God self resting above you and overseeing what you are about to do. See that light of your electronic body blazing forth. See the God self above and within every person and see them enfolded in the white light purity of their own I Am presence. Know that God is acting in that person, and every condition you observe, no matter how challenging to you, is the activity of perfection coming forth. Call on the I Am presence as the instantaneous solution to all things. I said the instantaneous solution, for in the I Am presence all things are one, existing outside time and space. Know then when you make the call for perfection to come forth, it is already done on the level of the Absolute. Then give it time to filter down to the physical. Do not question if your call is working, just accept that it is, and go forward thanking the great ruling power of life. Make your I Am presence the center of your life, yourself, and your world. Remember that you, when at one with your I Am presence, are the hub of the universe, the central point from whence all life flows. This full power of the universe is always ready to be released for your use. Accept your full authority, your God dominion, and grasping that scepter of dominion firmly in your hand, move forward, knowing that as you speak the words I am, all things come into divine order. Accept your God power and feel that you are an everlasting, all-enfolding flame that is infinite and eternal. The time is here when humanity must take its stand. Mankind must determine individually and collectively to refuse acceptance of those things that are less than the perfect plan. The only way to raise human understanding into the recognition of that plan is for human consciousness to increase its vibratory rate. Then human understanding becomes divine understanding. This is why the student of light must meditate on that light, to to accelerate their consciousness to that necessary higher vibratory rate. You must realize you have come forth to serve, and your own greatness will be determined by the extent of the service you render on this planet. You will never achieve that greatness, however, until you have learned to transmute your personal desire into the desire to assist others. You will only have happiness when you seek happiness for all. The disappointment and the sorrow you have experienced should be proof that when all suffer, so do you suffer. We all rejoice, so do you rejoice, for you are part of the whole. And as you expand in consciousness, you are the whole. You cease to be acted upon. Instead, you become the actor, the God presence. This is how the Ascended Masters work, and how you will learn to work also. To become a master, you need to learn self-control, to discipline the tendency of the lower self to turn one way and another, subject to fits of passion, anger, fear, greed, and envy. Intellect will not free you. Only self-observation will dissolve your ignorance and set you free. The way is open. Lift up your heart and be at peace. Know that the great host of light that has guarded and directed the destiny of humanity still guards and directs, for the light of God never fails. And let's take a moment now as we inhale and exhale slowly, absorbing these magnificent words of truth from the Ascended Masters. And thanking them for their wonderful message and for all the divine messengers spreading light over the earth to raise our vibration, to take us closer to our ascension. And let's take a moment to breathe in and breathe out rhythmically. As we feel ourselves ensconced in profound peace. And let's take a few moments now as you neutrally and with rhythm breathe in, breathe out. Take in the wisdom from the Ascended Masters, invaluable and eternal truth that we are honored to bear witness to and hear today. And this week, for scripture, we will be meditating upon the 4 Mahavakyas that come from the Vedas. So, today's Mahavakya that we will be meditating on is Pratnyanam Brahma. Pure consciousness is Brahman. Pratnyanam Brahma can be found in the Aitreya Upanishad of the Rig Veda. So, keeping our eyes closed and breathing neutrally, feeling profound peace, let us keep chanting in our minds Pratnyanam Brahma, Pratnyanam Brahma. Pure consciousness is Brahman. And now joining our hands in front of our hearts in immense gratitude to the purity of the universe, the unconditional and immeasurable love that constantly streams in us, within us, and through us from the universe. And now rub your palms together, and when you feel heat being generated between both your palms, place your palms gently over your eyes, blink a couple of times, then spread that same warmth over your body. Bring your hands in front of your heart, open your palms to represent the budding consciousness that you are, and when you open your eyes, gaze lovingly at your two hands. Namaste. So at the beginning of this session, we began with the Shanti mantra, and if you noticed at the end of the Shanti mantra, we said Shanti or peace 3 times, representing the 3 bodies, our physical body, our astral body, and our spiritual body or our highest self. The astral body acts as what you can say the middleman between the physical body and the spiritual body. Even if you see in the Bible, in Christianity, it mentions the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The Son representing the physical body, the Holy Spirit representing the astral body, and Father representing our highest selves or God, our God selves. And while we do know, and we will be discussing over the next coming days about how to take care of our physical bodies with regard to food, today we will be focusing on our astral bodies. Now your astral body is believed to have the energy centers, what is known as the chakras, and energy flows through the nadis. It is believed that there are 72,000 nadis which cannot be observed by the naked eye, but they generate energy throughout the body. And when your body is in alignment, when you are in a state of positivity, of peace, of love, seeking divine connection, the energy flows upwards. And 3 of the most important nadis believed to be in the astral body are your Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna nadis. And even if you see on a microscopic level, on an atomic level, as I had mentioned earlier, the macrocosm and the microcosm, when it comes to the laws of the universe, at a macrocosmic level, the same laws apply. At a microscopic level, the same laws apply. And if you look at an atom, it has both positive and negative energies as well as a neutral energy, which is your neutron, proton, and electron. And in the same way, in your astral body, there are believed to be 3 important nadis. You have your Ida Nadi, your Pingala Nadi, and your Sushumna Nadi. Now, the Ida Nadi is said to flow on the left side of your body, and it begins in your root chakra or your Mooladhara chakra and ends in your left nostril. The left side of your body, if you remember, I said that is your feminine side, the side that is dominated by the moon, the side that physiologically represents your parasympathetic nervous system. And your right side is where your Pingala Nadi is. Now the Pingala Nadi, it represents the male energy, the sun, or your sympathetic nervous system. And once again, if you remember, I told you that the sympathetic nervous system is one which is responsible for your emotions, especially when you are under threat. When your body feels like it is under threat, your sympathetic nervous system is activated. And if that threat has been neutralized, Your parasympathetic nervous system is then activated to calm down the sympathetic nervous system. And then you have your Sushumna Nadi, which is the neutral Nadi, through which is said runs the Kundalini energy. So, like the atom, you have your electron, your proton, and your neutron, or your negative, positive, and neutral energy. In the same way, in the astral human body, you have your Ida Nadi, which is the negative energy. Then you have your positive energy, which is your Pingala Nadi, and then you have the neutral energy, which is your Sushumna Nadi. And your Pingala Nadi also once again starts in the root chakra and ends in the right nostril. And your Sushumna Nadi starts in your root chakra and ends in your crown chakra, or your Sahasrara chakra, starting in the Mooladhara chakra and ending in the Sahasrara chakra. Now, to connect your physical body with your spiritual or your highest self, your highest body, the spiritual body, you have the astral body. And that's why we practice pranayam or breathing exercises, we practice mudra, we practice yoga or physical exercises that helps build energy and redirects energy to flow in a more positive and healthier way that will then make yoga or the union of the physical body with the spiritual body. And there are exercises, 48 of them, called the Sukshma Vyayam, which we will be focusing on this week, not today, but from tomorrow. We will be going through each of the 48 Sukshma Vyayams that was systemized by Swami Dhirendra Brahmachari. And these help us generate the flow of energy in through our astral bodies and flow upwards. And you will begin to see positive changes happening in your life. These are very easy to do. They are not difficult at all. We will be looking at the health benefits, the contraindications, if any. And today we are going to learn a new breathing technique, which is called the Nadi Shodhana Pranayam. And these are breathing exercises that can be done by anybody. You can do it at any time. And this helps balance the flow of energies between the Ida, that's the feminine, and the Pingala or the masculine energies. Okay? So anytime that you feel stressed, especially if you're going through anxiety, or you have headaches, or you have digestive issues, all you need to do is practice the Nadi Shodhana Pranayam and you will immediately feel better. So today what we are going to do is we're just going to do it simply. Now, if you have breathing problems, if you have asthma, if you have high blood pressure, if at any time during this exercise you feel uncomfortable or you start feeling breathless, please stop doing it. At no point in time should you feel discomfort, should you feel imbalanced, should you feel out of place. You should always feel a sense of calm when you are doing these breathing exercises, and don't do it with great difficulty. If you're finding difficulty following the steps of breathing, following the number of counts, then please stop, do it at your own pace, or don't do it at all. It's absolutely fine. Okay, so we are going to do the Vishnu Mudra first. Vishnu Mudra in your right hand. What is that? Just bend down your index finger and your middle finger. Keep your thumb and your ring finger and your little finger up. This is known as Vishnu Mudra. And we are going to start doing the Nadi Shodhana Pranayam. And your left hand is going to be, if you remember last week, what we did was the Chin Mudra. The Chin Mudra that you do when the sun is up. When the sun is down, then you invert it, and that is the Jnana Mudra. So right now we are in a state of receptivity. So we are going to keep our left hand out in Chin Mudra and the right hand in Vishnu Mudra. And sit up straight, straighten your back. And what you're going to do is we need to start from the left nostril or the Ida Nadi, and that's flowing from your left side, and the right side being your Pingala Nadi or the masculine side. So first we are going to breathe in, counting to 5, And then we are going to breathe out from our right nostril, counting to 5 neutral breaths. Again, then we will breathe in from our right nostril and then breathe out from the left. So just observe me. I will do this a couple of times and go through the steps with you while I'm doing it, and then we will do it together. All right? So I'll begin. I'm going to close my right nostril with my thumb, and my left nostril, I'm just going to keep my 2 fingers, my small finger and my ring finger, right near my left nostril, but my left nostril is open right now. So I'm going to breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to take my 2 fingers and I'm going to close my left nostril, and then I'm going to breathe out from my right nostril, counting to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I'm going to inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then with my thumb I'm going to close my right nostril, and then I'm going to breathe out from my left nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember when I told you about the Hermetic principles or the Hermetic laws? One of the Hermetic laws is the law of rhythm. So even when you're breathing in, count to 5. When you're breathing out, count to 5. Again, breathe in from the same nostril and breathe out. In yoga, wherever you have ended, you begin from there once again and go back. That's how you complete the cycle. That's how you complete the rhythm. So I'll show you one more time. Keep your thumb over your right nostril and breathing in. Imagine that you are breathing in from your root chakra, and that it is coming up, that energy from your left as you breathe in through your left nostril. Okay, to the count of 5. And then when with these 2 fingers, when I close my left nostril and breathe out through my right nostril, imagine that the energy or that vital life force is going from my right nostril down to my root chakra. And then when I breathe in again, count to 5, it's going up to my nose. And then when I close my right side and breathe out again, imagine that energy going down. And do it confidently, okay? Be confident. Keep your hand in Chin Mudra, keep the right in Vishnu Mudra, and let's begin, okay? We are going to do a repetition of 5 times. You can do it more times, you can do it less times. We are doing this for the first time, so we are doing it to the count of 5. Keep your right hand, your nostril closed, the right nostril, and let's breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one last time. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now keep both hands down. Take neutral breaths, breathe in and out. How does that feel? Do you feel all sparkly inside? Does your brain feel clear? Are both the hemispheres of your brain feeling balanced? Are you feeling relaxed? You can practice this breathing technique any time of the day or night that you want. Whenever you're feeling anxious, stressed out, if you have headaches, if you're feeling that your head is very heavy, clear your nadis and immediately you will begin to notice the change in the energy flowing. You'll begin to feel more energetic, more peaceful, more calm. And all of this happens naturally through the power of your own breathing. And now that we have finished our breathing techniques for today, since we had a break of a couple of days between the last class, we will just go over once again the somatic movements that you have learned so far. From tomorrow, we will start our Sukshma Vyayam. So shall we begin? We will be doing each with 5 inhalations and 5 exhalations and doing 10 counts of each somatic exercise. Alright? Place your hands gently on your knees. Sit upright with your spine straight. You can keep your eyes closed or open. And let's inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you may feel that we are doing these simple exercises, but actually these simple movements make a big difference over the long run. So let's say you cannot do full-on yogic movements or full-on somatic movements. Even these small movements that you do, say you're sitting in your car, you're waiting at the airport, you're sitting in the office, you're about to go to sleep, you wake up in the morning, you don't have time for a full workout, just these movements, and they actually help with energy flow. Also, another thing is that once you start doing the Sukshma Vyayam, which we will be doing from tomorrow, and you go on to other yogic movements, you will see that by doing these basic exercises, your joints have been strengthened, your flexibility has increased, you're able to carry your body weight, you're able to do certain asanas and certain movements. So don't take any movement for that matter for granted. Keep yourself moving even in the smallest ways. They will affect you in a positive way. And now for the next exercise that we are going to do, keep your head straight and inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now exhale and move your head to the right. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And next we do our shoulders. We are going to do 10 this way and 10 the other way. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's do this where we lift up our arms. Inhale when you lift up and exhale, push out. Your shoulder blades should push back. Try to get them as close as possible. Okay? Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Loosen yourself. Now can we do our wrists? Keep your hands out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now for our pelvic region, let's lie down. You're feeling tight in your hip region, especially if you have been sitting for too long. Keep your right leg on top of your left, touching your left knee like this. Try to push your right knee a little at the back so it's more aligned. Okay, and now as we inhale, we are going to the right, and then as we exhale, we will go to the left. Let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. And now let's do the left. Put your left ankle on your right knee. Push your left knee a little back. And let's inhale, move to the left. When you exhale, move to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This completes one round. Now what we are going to do is keep your left leg down straight, keep your right leg bent like this, and now we are going to inhale as we move out and then exhale as you move back in, again to the count of 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, true story, I was once doing these exercises just randomly on an evening, and suddenly I felt a crack and heard also a cracking sound in my right hip or pelvis, and kind of a shaking and a cracking, and immediately I knew that there was some stored trauma or something that escaped because it felt light. I didn't feel heavy, and I'm still waiting for the left side for that to happen. So energy or trauma is stored in your body. You can see it by the stiffness that you feel, a heaviness, a weight, and if you continue to keep this trauma, unfortunately it could actually lead to illness and more severe disease, which is something that we don't want. Just by doing these exercises carefully and slowly and easily, without straining ourselves, without causing our heart rate to rise, it works wonders. The smallest movements create the biggest results. Okay, so now we are going to do the left side again. Inhale as you go out and exhale as you come back in. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm actually feeling resistance in my left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you feeling your pelvis already getting looser? Now we will do both the sides. And again, if you cannot fully stretch, I'm feeling some resistance in my left side, like a fear of letting go. But if you're unable to do it, just do it as much as you can. Even if till here is fine, you can even do something like this. See, you can even do faster movements and what I'm doing slower. Whatever works for you, whatever makes you feel nice. Okay, now let's do both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take time to breathe. Just for a minute, be in one of my favorite yoga positions, which I will actually teach you later because it's not that important now. But one of my favorite yoga movements is Shavasana, where you are just like a dead body, just floating, just existing in that space between thoughts. And that point in infinity, just relaxing smoothly. Hello, this is my kitten Yoda. Just relax. There are actually many more movements, but for now we'll keep it at this, and then tomorrow we will prepare ourselves to start learning the Sukshma Vyayam that will help us increase the energy flowing and help it also flow in the right direction in our astral bodies. And we still have a couple more movements to do before we close, which is going to be very loving, very consoling, very comforting movements towards ourselves. So cross your arms over your chest, place each of your hands over your shoulders and begin tapping. Then you can say anything to yourself, anything sweet, anything relaxing, comforting, reassuring. You know, something that I personally find amusing is that when In nature, as you see, there are seasons. There's a season for sowing, there's a season for reaping, there's a season even where nothing grows. You don't expect that 365 days a year you have to be at your top. And yet, as humans, we are expected to do this. In fact, from the time we are really young, when we are still trying to comprehend the world, we are expected to perform and perform till the day of our transition from this earthly plane, and to always be at the top of our game, and to always be doing the right thing, and to always, be basically getting an A plus in life always. And that's not possible. That's impossible. When God forbid we do something that we perceive to be not good enough, we belittle ourselves. We put ourselves down, we feel defeated. But tell yourself you have already done far beyond your capacity and you are still thriving. And that's because you're a superhuman. And this is a time to comfort yourself and to feel at one with yourself and to love yourself no matter what. Even if you've done something that you feel is terrible, even if you feel you are not where you need to be in life, or whatever excuse, go beyond those excuses and live in the truth that you are the light. And that you are doing the best you can with what you have and what you know. Okay, when you're done tapping, just comfort yourself, give yourself a few reassuring massages. This actually works. Your body actually starts releasing the feel-good hormones. You will actually feel nice, comforted, soothed like a baby. Self-soothing is what they call it. Very good. And now give yourself a tight hug by give yourself a tight hug. And I said, it actually is very good for strengthening your back, but give yourself a hug. Give yourself a hug nicely. Open yourself to self-love. You're with yourself 24/7. You're the only one who's going to be with you for the rest of eternity. So you might as well like, and even if you don't like, you have to love the person in the mirror unconditionally, without end. Promise that to yourself, okay? And now we will end this session for today by closing with the Shanti mantra once again. So place your hands in Namaskar Mudra over your heart. Close your eyes if you want. If you know the mantra, you can chant along. If not, just feel the vibrations coursing through you. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschindu Dukha Bhaga Bhavet. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all be happy, may all be free from infirmities, may all see good, may none partake in suffering, may there be peace, peace, peace. Take a couple of neutral breaths. And now rub your hands together, generating heat between the palms And when you are done, when you feel the heat, gently place both your hands over your eyes, blink a couple of times, then send that warmth over the rest of your body. Bring your palms in front of your chest. Now open your palms, representing the budding conscious that you are, receiving knowledge and wisdom from the universe. And when you open your eyes, gaze lovingly at your two palms. Namaste.